What up, peoples? Come on in and conversate. Chilling. What up, Miss Gregor? How the heck are you? Hello. Whew, we are chilling right now. Been thrashing on this thing today. Been thrashing. Got a fuel cell done. What up? Yeah, another week down. I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be Monday. Ugh. Got the fuel cell done. Got the floor patched up. Roll cage is painted. Now tomorrow we get to do the sound deadening mat, some seam sealer and some spots, and then we get to start working on wiring. Got a big ball of spaghetti I gotta fix. It's quite the unit. I know that chair is in the way, but my back hurts so bad right now I don't want to get up. I've been bending over all day working in the trunk of this thing, or the hatch of this thing. Look, my back is just cooking. Hopefully that fan that's blowing on me doesn't make it too much noise. It's still 90 in the shop right now. Yeah. Made a lot of progress today. Yeah. A knockoff racing seat. Amazon special probably. Take you for a walk around, bud. Get myself up off this chair. Oh. I've seen the motor a few times, but it seems to be a hot topic. Everybody likes some reason. I don't know. Everybody likes the LS stuff. We got the cage all painted up today. I got to work on that big ball of spaghetti. We got the cage painted up, looking good. What we did today was this. Got the we cut the spare tire well out and mounted the fuel cell down in the floor. I'm going to take that piece of metal and put a piano hinge on it and make a door so he can open and close it so he can put his fuel in. So we're going to seam seal all this up tomorrow and then do dynamat the whole entire car tomorrow, and then gonna get a roll of carpet and carpet the back half of it and make it all nice and pretty. What up, Texan John? How the heck are you? But yeah, cage turned out phenomenal. I did get a new welding cable, new torch and everything for the welder, and that is just working marvelously. I wish I'd have got it before we started this project, because it would have made life a whole lot easier. But yeah, got the floor all patched up. That's all tacked down. Everything's all tacked down. Ain't going nowhere. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So we'll seam seal it just to make it look pretty, and we'll do the sound deadening kill mat in it. And then we'll try to, we're going to carpet the back, just make it nice, carpet the back, and it's going to get a piano hinge. I'll make a door, and we'll wrap that door with carpet. We're going to get that thin carpet, that you get from any part store. We'll get that thin carpet. I'm going to make a knob out of something cool so you can grab it, lift it, and open it, and put a magnet in it so that it'll stick, so you don't have it flopping around and such. We'll get that all carpeted up. He's got a rear seat delete, I believe, so we'll get that delete in there and carpet that as well, so it all looks real nice and pretty, like the inside of my car. When I mini tubbed my car, I carpeted the whole thing and did the seat delete, and everything looks nice and uniform in my car. So it turned out great. I mean, I ain't hating on it. We'll probably hit this cage up one more time with some more paint, just to make it look a little more even, because you can see there's some holidays in there. It's a little lighter from overspray, from spraying the other side of the pipe and it overspraying, and it's a little mattish. Like right in here, you can see it. It's a little matte, but we'll come back and hit that again, make it shiny. And then, of course, sliding in and out of this, he's going to take all the paint off of that anyway. But I'll work on that wiring, get that all tidied up, and repair some stuff that's just improper on it. There's some use of speaker wire for power wire and ground wire that needs to be addressed. No high voltage stuff, just low voltage stuff, fuel sender wires and stuff like that. It came out nice, not bad. It's the first big cage I've put in. I did a 6 in mine many moons ago. Did a 6-point in my car when I built it originally 10 years ago. Got a few things I'm going to fix up here. I'm going to take him, plan on painting this car as well for him, but that might be later on down the road. He's got the wide body flares on the back. I'm going to take and fiberglass it all in for him, so it's all one piece and he doesn't have these stupid screws hanging out in there. So I'll fiberglass all that in for him, sand it down and paint it, and paint the whole car. I'm going to do a little bit of, got this up here, I need to weld all that back together for him. But, well, it's been a long day. We've been hitting it hard. Your boy Drone and Drive did this for me. Pretty sweet, right? Oh, these are actual shop rates, by the way. And this one, that's what I run into 90% of the time. Yeah, Drone and Drive, you can check him out. He does a lot of cool shit, got a lot of nice cars, a lot of good videos. There's me doodling. My doodles. Look at that. The old beast. That's the 83 I used to have. That car was beautiful. Could have never got rid of it. Live and learn. Live and learn. look at that stupid seat. Yeah, Drone and Drive is the guy that owned the that 72 Nova that was in the shop that I was working on. He's got a 72 Nova. He's got a 64 Impala that's on air ride, super clean. He's also got a 86, 87 Chevy Silverado with a 383 stroker, lifted 37s, I believe. Super clean too. I did a bunch of work on that. Did the autometer, digital dash, and touchscreen radio. Did a bunch of upgrades to it. Did some stuff to the engine for him. What's everybody doing on their Saturday night? What time is it getting to be? Oh yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Everybody winding down, or everybody getting dressed to go out? I'm indulging in a beverage. I think I've earned it today. Worked pretty hard on this thing. Just wish it was a paying customer, because this would be a really nice payday for me. But you know, things you do for friends. But it takes care of that itch, though, you know, because I've been having the itch to build something else, and this is kind of scratching it for me, making me realize I don't want to build something else. Just let me just work on this. This is going to be a few more weekends worth of work right here. Tomorrow's going to be kind of the owner day. He could do sound deadening and stuff like that. I don't need to be out here for him to do that. I did drive my car today, and it sounds amazing with those new mufflers on it. Like if you knew what a 79 to 93 foxbody sounded like, that's exactly what it sounds like. It is just the most beautiful sounding thing in the world. Drove it up and down the street. Actually, I had no brakes. I went to back it out of the garage and absolutely had no brakes. And come to find out, I broke a brake line off the back left caliper. Broke the brake line. When I did the limiting straps, I bent the brake line out of the way and didn't realize that I had cracked it. And when I went to back out of the garage, I had no brakes. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about God's work, but I think if you're in construction, you're literally doing God's work, because I believe that's what Jesus used to do. Jesus was a carpenter. But just trying to help a guy out, really. You know, it's saving him a pile of money, honestly. He is paying a shop for this. He'd be paying out of the ass right now. Yeah, man, I gotta get my daily in here. I gotta get the Kia in here and do a tune-up on it. Oil change, spark plugs, cabin filter, air filter, all that crap. Yeah. What are you driving around there, McGregor? McGregor. I'm guessing Chevy Silverado. Well, you know, staying busy is cool and all. It keeps me from eating. Yeah. It might drop a couple pounds. Out here sweating. It was 110 degrees in here today with all the fans going. Still 110 degrees. It was hot as hell. I need to get somebody to insulate this garage for me. Yeah, I got Rock Auto bringing me all my stuff for the Kia. Save a pile of money going through Rock Auto versus going to the parts store. F-150. Attaboy. Attaboy. 302 F-150? Or a straight 6 F-150? Tell you what, that customer of mine with the 67 Firebird, he's supposed to get me a AC unit for the garage. I ain't seen it yet. He's supposed to get me a mini split, but I ain't seen it. A mini split would be freaking nice right about now. Not much people doing much anything since it's summertime here in Florida. You know, it's just too damn hot. No car shows, no meets. Got a twin turbo. Who's twin turbo? You got twin turbo on your F-150? What up, good time? How the heck are you? Oh, man, I appreciate you commenting on my stuff, man. It helps the whole algorithm out. Appreciate the hell out of it. My man, getting after it. You ain't out chasing no poon right now, bud? Chilling? Hell yeah. McGregor, you got a YouTube channel? Saying Mick, but it's Mac. I'm sorry. You know. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. Them days are over for me too, bud. Locked down, married. Got a little sapling running around. Oh boy. You think back when you were younger, you're like, it'll never happen to me, and here you are. Locked down. No more fun. But it's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing I slowed down too. I was getting after it there for a while. When your friends go, man, you're the best drunk driver I know, and it's time to stop. Definitely can't run at 100 for forever. But it's damn sure is nice to reminisce, though. Think about all those days, boy. Woo! Man, I used to have some fun. Yeah, the good old days. You think back, things you could have done different, things you could have changed. If you'd have changed anything, I don't think I would have. I probably wouldn't have drank as much, that's for damn sure. But yeah, no phones. No phones. Jesus. How old are you now? There, good time. You in your 40s or late 30s? Do you know what the Goonies were? That's a oh, you got a 19 F1 shitty. Hell yeah. Almost 50. Yeah, me too. A Detroit Union Carpenter. Yeah. Yeah, man. I come home and I'll have a mixed drink and relax and unwind for my day, and that's about it. Almost 50. Yeah, bud. You're getting there. You're almost over that hill. And all downhill after that. Damn Union. Man, you got it going good if you're in the damn Union. Especially up in Detroit. It's supposed to be something worth talking about. Yeah, you're right about that. Younger days, all of them. Yeah. I didn't really start drinking good until I was in my 20s. You know, that's when I had stopped smoking weed and stuff like that. I think I stopped smoking weed when I was 18, 19, just because it started giving me panic attacks. So I stopped, and it was just, chain smoking the shit out of cigarettes for years. Then I started drinking for some reason. Just banging down drinks, man. Banging down drinks, chasing girls, going here, going there, doing all kinds of dumb shit, spending a lot of money. If I could have all the money back that I spent on strippers and strip clubs, liquor, I'd be a rich man right now. Yeah, drinking and doing dumb shit. But you don't get a name like Good Time for no reason, right? There's got to be a lot of good stories in there. A lot of good times, that's for damn sure. Tell you what, man, I know I could be sitting on a few 100,000 right now. That's for damn sure. Easy, few 100,000 right now. All the dumb shit, money wasted, but it was fun. It was fun. I had a damn good time doing it. A friend of mine and I used to go out, man, Friday, Saturday night, Wednesday night, hit up the low budget girls, have a great time. That's why I drink Jack and Coke. I never had. I started getting bad hangovers because I used to be a Long Island iced tea guy, and I started getting bad hangovers, man, bad hangovers. And yeah, amateur night. That's right. All those girls trying to pay their way through high school. I started getting bad hangovers drinking anything else other than Jack and Coke, man. I could drink a damn fifth a night, Jack and Cokes, and wake up feel absolutely fine. But if I drank any other mixed drink other than that, hell no. Felt like shit next morning. That's why I coined the saying many moons ago, Jack's always got your back. And the nights we had, bro, great day. Fast cars, racing, street racing, doing all kinds of shit, going to the track, just having a damn good time. We used to go to the track, we used to go to the drag strip, tripping acid. We'd go to the drag strip, tripping acid, and it was just, you want to cut a good light, there you go. Still kinds of dumb shit. All kinds of dumb shit. You know, man, I never liked beer. Never liked beer. And you're almost 50. You know what? You remember when Zima came out, right? Zima came out, hit the stores. Us younger crowd, you know, it was it because it didn't taste like Budweiser. It didn't taste like, you know, Miller or any of the or Old Milwaukee. You know, it was drinkable in mass quantities. And thanks, skinny jeans. Just to drink mass quantities of Zima. They started putting Jolly Ranchers in it, you know, to add flavor to it and stuff. That's about the only beer that I could drink was a Zima, because everybody drank Budweiser, and it wasn't because they liked it. It's because, you know, it was the thing to drink, you know. Lots of good times, that's for damn sure. We used to have parties, man. We used to have farm parties to go out. A friend of ours had a farm out in the middle of nowhere, and most of the guys were four-wheel drive guys. Everybody liked, you know, going out rooting around in the mud and rock climbing and all that stuff. And so it was a good hodgepodge of entertainment. You had the guys with the jacked up trucks doing mud stuff, and you had the guys with the Jeeps doing rock crawling stuff. And it was a damn good time. We used to have these huge bonfire parties. Just out there just lit. Wake up in your car the next day and don't know what the hell happened. Look around your car, make sure it ain't beat up because you don't remember. Yeah. The old country girls. Purple power. Yeah. Back when Mad Dog 2020 was a thing. None of them young bucks know about the old MD 2020. That was, yeah, no cameras, nothing. Yep. That was probably, yeah, I bet. That would have been a Nokia phone. You couldn't do anything with that. And if you took a picture with it, it was like taking a picture with a potato. It was awful. Absolutely awful. But yeah, there's nobody to, you know, shoot a live stream of you wrecking your car or rolling your truck down a hill, you know. I had an 87 Jeep Wrangler back in the day. Love that Jeep, man. I used to do some dumb stuff with that thing. Oh yeah, $20. $20 you were set. That was a tank of gas, a Mountain Dew, and a pack of smokes, and you were riding all night on that 20. It was a good time. Great day. You know, back then gas money was a few bucks. You know, you got $5 for gas. All right. Back when it was you know. Yeah, disposable cameras. Absolutely. Yep, and you always worried about having the film developed. As you didn't know. After about drink number 4, you had no idea what the hell you took pictures of. So you didn't know whether or not to get it developed or not because you were worried you were going to get into trouble. Yeah, go get your old Kodak disposable from from the drugstore, get you a Kodak disposable. I'm gonna take some great photos tonight. I drink number 4. You have no idea, no idea what you've been taking photos of. But back then, you could get away with stuff like that. You could have some not so, or some, what is it, scantily clad or whatever photos, and nobody bat an eye at it. They might look at you a little funny at the drugstore when you pick your photos up, but nowadays, you think about the things you took pictures of all those years ago, and like, man, you can get to the Photoshop, and there'd be cops waiting there for you, you know. Ugh. Used to do so much dumb shit. But you're getting old when you look back at your life and you say, "Man, I did some dumb shit." Yeah, no way, dude. You couldn't do half of that shit nowadays. The bad thing about, well, you could, if everything wasn't filmed, if everybody just, and like back in the day, you used to have key parties, Think about if you had like a cell phone party where everybody had to put their cell phone in a fishbowl, and then nobody had any phones, and you could just set your phone in a bowl, and then you won't have to worry about people taking videos of you being stupid, Tread marks on your leg. What the fuck happened here? Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hickeys on your neck. Wake up with a hickey on your neck. What the hell? I have no idea what the hell happened. Waking up with a wet pocket. Don't remember what happened. Well, wet pocket. Oh, I guess I had a good time. Kind of makes me want to write a memoir book, if I could remember everything, like every detail of everything, just write a book on it. There's something to pass down to my son, like, here you go. Don't do this. Yeah, Wednesday night. and stay up till 3, 4 in the morning, get a couple hours of sleep, and go back to work. I remember many a time, I'd stay out on a weekday, get hammered, go home, shower, take about an hour-long power nap, go to work still drunk. About 12 o'clock, lunchtime hit, old greasy burger, go down the pipe, start feeling a little better. Start feeling a little better about 2 o'clock. Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I couldn't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I couldn't handle an all-nighter. Saved my life. I couldn't handle an all-nighter. By the time I get home from work, man, I'm done. I'm cooked. I work in a metal shop just like this one, but substantially bigger. No insulation. 100 plus degrees outside. It's 110, 120 inside that shop. Then you got some asshole running a big tractor, heating up the shop even worse. And It's awful, man. By the time I get home, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm burnt out. So fucking exhausted. Ain't no way in hell I can do that shit that I used to do. Do I want to? Absolutely. I would love to be able to party like I used to. You know, I used to bar hop, go to different bars, meet all kinds of different people. Yep. Meet all kinds of different people going out bar hopping. You know, good conversation and stuff. It wasn't always about chasing the girls around. It was just kind of an experience, you know, just going out and meeting different people, talking to everybody. It was a good, you know, it was good. It was fun. Yeah, earplugs and hammer drills. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm ready to retire my damn self. I wish I could, though. I wish I could fucking retire right now. I've been trying to drum up side work. Got these old cats with these classic cars, trying to spread the word to get me some work, but ain't nobody knocking on the door. And if I get a chance to make money, I'm already like this Mustang here. I'm tied up with this. I got a guy that wants to come over with a Chevy truck and a motorcycle. Got a 1000cc crotch rock that he wants me to look at. It's like, hey man, my labor rate is this. All right, you know. Work on classic cars. My labor rate's $75 an hour here at the shop. You know, it's like, all right, no problem. Okay, because most shops around here nowadays are 100 plus, 100, 150. Car dealerships are 200 plus just to work on your shit. And if I'm, you know, half or less than half of their labor rate, they're interested in it because I'm saving them a pile of money, and you know they're paying me good, which you know I'm happy with. When I did that '67 Firebird, and I'd spend a day on it, essentially a day, made almost $1,000. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They had a kid with a Honda that wanted to bring his Honda over this weekend to do timing belt and seals and oil pan gasket and stuff. He's going to kick me a few bucks just to use the lift, but you know I'm cool with that. You know, kick me a few bucks, bring me a Mountain Dew. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that, but I need to get more stuff in the door that is going to pay. Eventually, I want to do an LLC and, you know, develop my own company, but I need to get clients in the door and start building a client base so that I, you know, it's worth doing all the LLC shit. I'm just not doing an LLC for the hell of it. I want customers here that I can work on their shit and make money. Yeah, I'd much rather work from home and work out of my garage than work for a billion-dollar company that don't give a shit about what I do or how much work I put in. Here in Florida, man, I don't know what it's like in y'all states, but here in Florida, man, there's no honest people, and it's a damn shame because you can't trust anybody from contractors to shops to anything. I needed 2 skinnies mounted for my car, and went to a shop that's literally walking distance from my house, and it was $105 loose wheels to mount and dismount 2 skinnies. And I told the guy I wanted my skinnies back. I wanted the old ones back. And yeah, honesty is a pastime. I wanted my skinnies back because they're still good. They were just a little worn on the outside edges, and if I blew a tire, it'd be great to put on just as a quick spare. Go to pick up my shit. Hey man, where are my tires at? What tires? What do you mean what tires? My old tires, where are they at? And he goes, they're back here. And he leads me through the shop and walks around the corner and disappears. And he comes back with my tires. Oh, here you go. We didn't think you wanted them. And I'm looking at my receipt and it says, owner wants old tires. Son of a bitch tried to steal my damn tires. And they hit them. They didn't put them with like the used junk tires. They put them off to the side around the back corner because they wanted to keep them because they were still good. Oh man, we done run the gauntlet here in Florida with contractors and stuff. Like when we had this garage built, concrete guy, he ordered too much concrete. So instead of putting the excess in, a kiddie pool, which most people do, most concrete guys will bring kiddie pools or tubs, Instead of dumping the excess into a pool or tub or something, he just bloated shit right in my backyard. Just dumped it all in my backyard and then stood there, because we've got security cameras all around my house, and watched this asshole for 45 minutes with my water hose washing all the concrete, like a yard of concrete, into my yard to hide it. It's like, come home from work and he used so much water that the concrete dust had carried across the yard out into the street and then washed down the street 100 yards. And it's just like no big deal to them. They didn't give a shit. Left their trash. His helpers just left their trash, cigarette butts all in the fucking yard. It's like, dude, this is a nice fucking place and you're trashing it. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then the people that put the garage up for us had to call them out 3 or 4 times because shit just wasn't right. And it's still not right. But it reached the point where I'm just like, you know what? You had 4 chances to fix this shit. Just leave it the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. AC people, crooked as shit. Fix your home AC, your HVAC stuff, crooked as shit. It's awful, man. It's like a Wild West out here when it comes to that stuff. Trying to get, an honest name for car repairs so I can get the people in the door. I just need all these old cats that I do work for to start spreading the word. You make $1,000 on a weekend. Think about what you can make all week, One day, a Saturday. One day, make damn near $1,000. If you can have that kind of clientele and turn that kind of work out in a week, $1,000 a day. Or even every other day, $1,000. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good damn money coming in the week. But it's also going to be a 7-day-a-week job. But, I don't mind that. I don't mind it, I really like this YouTube shit to pay off. If I could get enough if I could end up getting, a few thousand subs, that's an income from YouTube right there. That'll help. That'll help offset some of the expenditures. That's one thing I do like to do. I like to spend some damn money. And I did, crap. I did, get me a new, welding, torch cable and shit today, which works beautifully. No more automatic wire feed. No more popping and banging and No issues with that today. I welded up the back half of this car. I was like, man, this thing is great. I should have done this weeks ago. Got my finger in the way there. Yeah, well, around here, man, it's damn expensive for anybody to weld stuff. It's like I had to have a bung welded into my intake pipe when I went turbo on my car. The guy was like, oh, about 145 bucks. I'm like, Jesus Christ. $145 to weld a bung into an intake pipe. Aluminum. Jesus. About $45. That's why I got a TIG welder to learn how to TIG weld, so I don't need anybody to TIG weld a damn thing for me anymore. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Alright. Well, good talking to everybody. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna get the hell out of here and go take a shower. Actually, I got a honeydew. Oh, what up, Ryan? You got some cool stuff going on, bud. That freaking Cobra, Jesus Christ, that Cobra, that is a dream car of mine, is that freaking Cobra, man. Let me see what we got here. Have you ever second guessed a project car? I'm sitting here wondering if losing 16 pounds over the rear end is really worth it. Oh my goodness. Oh, MR2, huh? Okay. There's another guy. I swear he posted a short with a AC Cobra. Maybe there's another guy. 16 pounds over the rear end, really worth 2,500 bucks? No, absolutely not. Now, if you're losing 100, what do you do with your car? If it's MR2, do you track a car, like road race it, or do you drag race that car? All right, good time. You take it easy, man. I'm going to answer Ryan's question, and then I am going to get the hell out of here. So Ryan, every 100 pounds in drag racing world is worth a tenth of a second. So if you road race your car, 16 pounds isn't going to make any difference. 16 pounds is nothing. I mean, you could take the passenger seat out of your car and lose 16 pounds. Yeah, autocross, road race, hill climb, yeah, and a daily. So 16 pounds is not worth 2,500 bucks. If you're going to lose a few hundred pounds off that car, absolutely worth an investment, but no way. Especially on the rear. No. That's crazy. Now, 100, sure. But I still wouldn't spend 20, 25, 2,600 bucks to drop 100 pounds. Yeah, I mean, 60 pounds isn't shit, honestly. It's not a lot of weight. You wouldn't lose a tenth of a second with 60 pounds. It's just not enough weight. It's not enough weight to make a difference. You want to get rid of 60 pounds, take a passenger seat out. That's 30 pounds. Yeah. Put a bigger turbo on it. Put you 88 on there. Yeah, some C16. Put some C16 in it. Ryan, what kind of fuel are you on? You on E85 or pump gas? Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. 95 octane. Yeah. I tell you what, you want to make up that 60 pounds, go to E85. Go to E85. Is that a naturally aspirated motor, or is you got a little turbo on it? Yeah. If you got a little turbo on there, 60, 70. Yeah, that's right. Now I remember who you are. You had to. Yep, that's right. Look, if you switch over to E85, your NA Tacoma motor will probably pick up 30 horsepower, hands down, at least 30. And that'll make up more than enough for 60 pounds added weight. But when you autocross, you probably take out as much weight as possible out of that car, don't you? Take its seats out, and uh, I don't know if that's got like a 2+2 seated or not, but you probably take out most of your interior. I'm assuming. But putting a little bit of weight in the back of that probably help you more than hurt you, honestly. Carbon bucket seats. Wow, man, you done spent some money on that thing. Did I honestly? I couldn't tell you what that cage weighs. Honestly, couldn't tell you. It's all mild steel. Uh, Jamie might be able to answer that question. Yeah, so your carbon seats don't weigh shit. Carbon dash don't weigh shit. 60 pounds? I wouldn't bat an eye at 60 pounds. And throw 30 more horsepower at it. That motor ain't gonna bat an eye at 60 pounds neither. Say in the box, honestly, in the box, that cage probably weighs 70 pounds, maybe. Honestly, maybe. Yeah, weight distribution, but I mean, it's an MR2. It's a mid-engine car, right? Mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. So you're worried about the front end being light when you go around turns. Do you have do you have coilovers on that car? I'm assuming if you're road racing it. Yeah, oversteer, right? I'm thinking about this. Don't I'm thinking about this because it. I mean, yeah, it's a light car to begin with. The front end's light to begin with. Why don't you just why don't you just add a little weight to the front? Put that thing on some scales, and if you got coilovers, put it on some scales, and balance the car. Honestly, you could push that ass up to put weight on the front end of it. Yeah, you don't want the front end to be light when you're hitting turns and stuff, but if you got coilovers, you can balance that car out relatively easy. Yeah. Well, McPherson is the same thing in foxbody. Has been using since '79. McPherson strut setup. Uh, I mean, I don't know much about autocross, but drag racing world, you should be able to adjust that with your coilovers. If you've got adjustable dampening shocks in that, you should be able to adjust it to where when you let off the gas, it doesn't dive in the nose. You should be able to dampen that with an adjustable strut. Especially if you go on McPherson, the possibilities on adjustable struts is yeah. Why are you letting off the gas anyway? uh, you should be able to get dampening struts to where you can adjust them so when you go into a right turn, and let off the fuel, it doesn't bury the front end. I think you, man, just do some suspension stuff. Honestly, I think you can account for that extra 60 just in changing your suspension around. I mean, you do a McPherson, you've got coilovers. If you can get a shock that dampens on your rebound and extension, you shouldn't have a problem getting in and out of turns with that, because you could set up that suspension to when you let out, it's slow to come down in the front. What up, brother? How the heck are you? Yeah, you can set up that. If you do an adjustable strut, you can set that up to where when you let off the fuel, that front end just comes down slow and it doesn't come down fast. Like I assume that's what's happening. It's nose diving when you let off the throttle. So if you had some struts that dampen when you let off that fuel, you can make it to where that front end stays stiff and doesn't fall on its nose. Wow. Hey, you were really deep into this MR2. Yeah, right. Yeah. So you're unloading the suspension. That's why I'm saying if you get like a good Viking strut shock, you can adjust all that out of that. You can make that thing so damn stiff, it would be like it was on rails. So when you let out and that nose wants to come down, you can adjust all of that shit. You're absolutely right, Corn. Absolutely right. And that's what we're all talking about. So the Ryan has got a MR2 that has a Toyota Tacoma motor in it, and he autocrosses the car. So when he lets out and goes into a turn, the nose dives, and then he gets a lot of oversteer because he's just shoving all that weight, and it's kind of just pushing the car. It's pushing it off, or it's pushing it away from his turn. So he needs something that's going to slow that front end down, uh, so that it doesn't nosedive so hard. But I honestly don't think 60. I mean, man, knowing that man, I tell you what, 60 pounds just in the ass is making the front end that much lighter. I see what you're talking about. So it's making the front end that much lighter. So it's making your issue that much worse. But with something stiff in the back and stiff in the front to keep that car planted, man, and if you get your set of scales and scale it, and use your coilover to scale it to get your weight distribution, just so even if you put a little more weight in the front, it may look a little weird for track day, with the ass up a little higher than the front end, but you're out there for performance. It's form over, it's what is it, function over form. all day long when you're at the track. It might have a little rake in it, but I think something that you can dampen and stiffen to keep that weight from throwing to the front of the car is really what you're after. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You were telling me all about that last time we were on a live together. Uh, yeah. Oh man. Honestly, I don't think you're going to get away from it unless you do something that with a dampening strut. Honestly, or hmm, maybe you could put a limiting strap on the back to keep the ass from going up and overextending. Oh yeah, Jesus man, you are putting money in this thing. Holy cow! I mean, are you trying to beat a record? Or are you trying to go for like the fastest lap time for MR2? You know, something along those lines. Or are you just doing it because you want to go fast? Absolutely, yeah. Uh, what are the nitrogen filled struts you're gonna get? From Tennessee to Florida. Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that. You could probably do that now. Just paint your car black, turn your lights off, and pick a weekday at about 2 a.m. If you're just trying to hit the Florida Georgia line, I don't see why you couldn't do that now. Oh, okay, okay. I just figured maybe your phone was auto correcting you. Yeah, I'm old school, man. I'm old school. You start talking all this new stuff, and it's like, what? I've never heard of that. Maybe he means this. Well, it sounds like he's putting the money in the suspension, which it needs that money because he's having the issues that he's having uh, with it oversteering into the turns and such. Right, oversteering is what you said, I believe. So, I mean, he's spending the money. He's trying to get a wide track, trying to get a wide track on that thing, so that he can hang those fucking turns. Is what he's after. Oh, sweet. Well, that's cool. You could do all that. That's man, that's big dollar stuff there, bud. Big dollar stuff. Maybe you should have just got a Corvette. Let's see here. I knew I liked you, Ryan. I'll never own another Chevy again either. Fucking shit boxes. I'd rather push a Ford than own another Chevy. Look, Corn, while you were fucking hanging out doing nothing today, sitting on your fucking ass, I done a fuel cell reload, made a patch panel for the floor, got everything all welded up. Sorry, walking into the house. Got my hands full. Yeah. Oh, damn it, I forgot to get that tarp. I'm gonna have to set this shit down and come out and get that tarp. And I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna do it. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It might help in a very minuscule amount, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. 1,900 pounds. Woo. Yeah, so you got, yeah, 50-50 would be ideal. Well, actually, maybe 60-40, 60 in the front. I don't know much about autocross, but you might actually need to put a little more weight in the front than you do in the ass. But if you got all that suspension stuff, I would think you'd be able to dial that thing in to do what you needed it to do. This thing's just falling apart. I don't know. Why don't you just make it a drift car? Just make it a drift car, man. Probably save you a lot of headache, you know. Now you got the control arm set up and stuff. You got a nice wide stance on that thing. They'd probably make a hell of a drift car. Just get you some really good steer angle. Yeah. Yeah, because if you're trying to make good lap times, definitely oversteer, understeer, all that shit makes a difference. It makes a big difference. Hey, you know what? You might have found it. You might have found your niche. MR2 drift car. Let's sit down here in the old playroom. Chit chat with everybody. There you go. Y'all can look at my fireplace that we don't need in Florida, but for some reason there's one in the house. you know. I mean, it is rear wheel drive, and you could put enough steer angle in that thing. If you did the control arms and everything, you could do. Whoosh, boy, you get them. You can get them damn tires to turn straight out. Yeah, get you a little turbo on that thing. Get you a little turbo. Get you like a 68 millimeter turbo on it. About 8 pounds. Put your little injector in there. Get the thing scooting, bro. You get the thing. You get that MR2 to twist up real quick. It'd be a damn good drift car. It'd probably be a really good roll race car, honestly. Yeah. Look at this big guy. Check him out. Like, no, don't take my soul. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you could do it, but man, I don't know. I think if you got all that money in that suspension, you'd be able to adjust that to where that weight transfer is next to nothing. Yeah, he's a purebred pain in the butt. We're still chatting. Is he in bed already?
He's playing now.
Oh, okay.
Playing his game. Toothbrush. Bacon's in the microwave.
Okay. Get off here. I was getting ready to get off, and then Ryan came in the chat with some suspension steering questions, and now we're all brainstorming on how to make his car the baddest ass drift car ever. Talking that shit, Corn. I see you. I'm gonna put you in a headlock. Corn says, "Skinny jeans."
What's up? Those are nice looking seats.
Three-way adjustments in the addition to the active suspension. So dialing it in shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, and that's what you're having put on right now. So I tell you, after doing that car ought to just be like on rails. After you do all that, that thing should get down on some turns. But you could extend those. You could extend that them steering knuckles and get some real good angle out of that front end too. You ain't picking nobody up. I saw you the other day working out. You were struggling with 50 pounds. Grunting and groaning. Couldn't even do a pull-up. That fucking guy. That guy was just hounding you for a pull-up. Yeah. Well, we all do that, right? We all throw money at everything we've got, and it's just a vicious cycle. Vicious cycle. Because there's always room for improvement, and for some reason we just like to punish ourselves with building these cars and spending all this money, and it's just a vicious cycle. It's borderline insane. Borderline insane. Because, like, Albert Einstein said, you keep trying something over and over and over again, even though you're getting the same result, you're clinically insane. So maybe that's all of us car guys. We're all freaking insane. That kid was probably in his mama's basement, Corn. He was probably in his mama's basement trolling. You know, I'll get them every now and again, people trolling, but it's honestly it's ridiculous. But what do you expect? You know, you're going live. You know, going live. Yeah, good time. A little crazy too. Yeah. Yeah, geez, yeah. You guys want to check out somebody that's got a bunch of cars that dumps money into everything? You check out my boy there, the the Escort Racing Team. Check him out. You go check out his stuff. He's got what do you get? What are you up to? Like 6 cars now? 6 cars, and all of them are race cars. Thanks, Ryan. You take it easy, man, and thanks for subscribing and all that stuff, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Yeah, check out Corn's channel. He's got some shit. And I think he's got the record probably for the fastest Ford Escort. All right, awesome. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. You know, Ford stuff. No Chevys. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna get the hell out of here too. Second fastest. Yeah, second fastest. My wife does with hers. Oh, so your old lady's got the fastest Escort, bro. What's going on with
Nice job, Corn. What's up?
that? Yeah. Evidently, he loves his wife a little more than I do,
Apparently.
cause she's not beating me.
Not yet. Don't you worry.
Later, dude. Take it easy. Oh yeah. Oh okay. So the old lady's got the fastest Ford Escort GT automatic in the world. Full interior, the whole 9 yards. So that thing still got AC on it, bro. You keeping the old lady cool? Man, my damn footage is from these fucking slag burns. Oh, Corn, I'm gonna need you to send me some safety glasses. I've managed to already lose the brand new pair that I had. I need you to send me my monthly supply of PPE. I gotta dig this piece of metal and a metal splinter in the palm of my hand. Bugging the crap out of me. I never put my hand down. Oh, you better hook that shit up, bro. What's wrong with you? Can't be sitting in the stage lanes hot. Skinny Jeans' car got AC on it, and it works. So, how about that? I'm stirring the pot, buddy. I'm stirring the pot. Don't mind me. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Corn, send me my PPE. I need some new safety glasses. Maybe a hard hat. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you later.